For the first time in this save, we are under so much pressure. If we don't turn our league form around, we're going to get the sack. Hello and welcome to Club 6, episode 12 of Half Star to 5 Star here on Football Manager 23. I'm Russ. Coming up today, we have two games for you. The first one is going to be in the Champions League against Casapia. I believe they're from Portugal. And then we're going to be playing Liverpool in the league where we are slowly falling away from it and struggling to defend our title. If you have a look at the schedule then, the last games you would have been the Real Madrid and Man City game. We then beat Hull in the Moose Cup 2-0. They then beat us 2-1 in the league, which it's not great, is it? They were bottom of the table, I believe, at that point. And yeah, to lose 2-1 to them is dreadful. We then beat Leverkusen in the Champions League. Beat Fulham 4-1. I thought things were going to be turning around. And then we drew with West Ham 1-1. That leaves us in 6th place in the Champions League at the moment. So yeah, we're doing well there. When it comes to Premier League, we're down in 9th. 10 games played, 14 points picked up, 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. It isn't good enough. We should be up in around 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th at this moment. Those 4 wins, or 4 losses, shall I say, maybe 3 of them should be wins. Was that turn into 9 points, 23 points? So we should be up in around here, but we're not. We're down in 9th, and we've got to play Liverpool, who are currently in 4th and battered us 4-0 last time. So we owe them something, and we owe it to turn ourselves around. If we have a look at the club vision at the moment, the board have got a C for us. Satisfied at the moment, but I feel they're losing patience with us, and the supporters are a C+. So we have been training a new formation in. It is going to be this, and this is what we're going to be trying against Casapia, just to see how well it works, and then we'll take it to the Liverpool game. So the team we're putting out there for the Champions League match is Simon in goal, back four Salazar, Pfeiffer, Dyson and James, Mason Mount in defensive midfield position, Wells in the CM position in the centre of the pitch, Carlos, Reina and Evans all supporting Sesko up front. Be nice to see if this that generates a lot of goals and is defensively strong as well, especially having the defensive midfielder there instead of the deep line playmaker. That should like solidify things up at the back. Time will tell. And the first highlight is a goal kick for the Portuguese side. They launch it long straight at the centre of the pitch. Mason Mount there is there to hold the ball, gives it up to our midfielder who shifts it to Evans on that right hand side. Evans plays it into Reina. Reina's on the edge of the box, slides it across, and there's Benjamin Sesko just to neatly tap it into the back of the net. 2 minutes on the clock. Man United 1, Casapia 0. I'm hoping this is just going to be loads and loads of goals from this formation. It does look strong. It is a gegenpress. We all know how strong gegenpresses are in Football Manager. Just do all the right things for these players with this. Just prove you can do it here, and then go to Liverpool and do it again, and just try and salvage something from this season. This is the second highlight of the match. Right at the end of the first half, we've got it here with Salazar at the edge of the box. Flicks it, well, drives it in. Sesko flicks it up. The goalkeeper does save it. Got 1 minute of time added on. We have controlled this match. It just hasn't been any noteworthy highlights. That was a little bit of a weird highlight, wasn't it, at the end of that first half? And there goes the full-time whistle, the half-time whistle. We want more of this. We just want it to generate goals, really. Just one change at half-time. Cavell comes on for Salazar at left-back. Salazar was tiring. He was on like the orangey yellow heart, so I'd say he's on about 60% of his ability. But Cavell has the throw in here on that left-hand side, gives it to Reina, gives it back to him. We're shifting it into Pfeiffer. Space opens up forward for Carlos, who puts it into Sesko. Sesko heads it in for our second and his second of the match. 52 minutes on the clock. That was just clinical from us. We just knew where our players were, knew where they were going to be standing, just put it in there, and it resulted in a goal. If we can do this against Liverpool, we'll just blow them away. Contreras and Cortinovis comes on for Mount and Reina. Wells goes into the attacking midfield position. Cortinovis comes into the centre of midfield. Got about 21 minutes left of this game. We have been just as good as we were in the first half, really, creating lots of opportunities. Hasn't resulted in any major highlights, though, other than the goal going in. We've got an XG of 1.86, so we are just above where we should be. 15 shots, 7 of those on target. Controlling possession as James puts this corner in. Aiming towards that back post. He finds, is it Sesko? Is it Dyson? It's been credited to, I think it's Dyson it's gone to. No, it's Sesko. Sesko's highlight. Sesko's hat-trick there. 3-0 to us. I can't speak any word of English today. It's absolutely ridiculous. 12 minutes left to go in this match. We are going to be making 2 changes. James and Evans are going to be coming off. Cambisius is going to be coming on for Evans. And who's coming on at right back? Moreno's coming on at right back as Evans shifts his ball into the centre. Gives it to Carl. Tries to give it to Carlos on the left-hand side. And Casapia come away with the ball. It's up through the centre to start with. They shift it onto their left-hand side. We've managed to get players back and win the ball back. Carlos on the ball again. Gives it to FIFO. We've got 6 minutes left to go. Cavell on that left-hand side into Carlos. Options in the centre. Finds Sesko, and Sesko's shot is saved by the goalkeeper. They get it clear. We've got a throw in here, but I imagine nothing is going to come with a highlight. As I said, substitutions do go through now. Both players were tiring. Cavell with the throw on the left-hand side. Gives it to Wells. Wells turns. Gives it back to Cavell. Cavell into Pfeiffer now. Got a little bit of space on the right-hand side. We don't need it there. We've given it to Sesko, but Sesko's too close to the goalkeeper. As he turns, the keeper just lunges out straight at his feet, clutches the ball, and gets the ball clear up the pitch. Dyson steps on it and almost did a Harry Maguire there, creating a bit of a problem for ourselves, but we have managed to come away with it. Moreno on that right-hand side, got space to run into, and he's using that space, whips it across, finds Sesko, and his shot is at the crossbar. Stayed in play though. Carlos with the shot. Not only does Sesko score, he also provides. Man United 4, Casapia 0. Three minutes of time added on here. We've got 90 seconds of that left. We just give the players a bit of praise for this match. It is a fantastic turnaround. We are good in the Champions League. We know that. We just need to turn that into the league now. There goes the full-time whistle. Let's take this positively into the Liverpool match and just run riot all over them. I think I'm going to use this formation because it did work well here. It was defensively strong and very good going forward. The team then for the Liverpool match is Simon in goal, a back four, Cavell, Moreno, Palomo and James, Salazar at the base midfield, Cardozo in the central midfield position, Carlos, Reina and Coreno all supporting Evans up front. We are giving Sesko a break for this match. He is on the bench. We will bring him on if we need him. I'm hoping we don't need to. I'm hoping that what we do here is just get a couple of goals, make it easy for ourselves, sit defensively tight as well. We are at home, so we should be expecting to produce something for the fans here. If we don't, then the pressure is just cranked up even more on me, and then, I mean, who knows what happens. It is Liverpool at the end of the day. They are our rivals, and they have a corner here that gets put in. We have dealt with it. It's not completely dealt with it. They got it on the right-hand side. Reina steps in and wins the ball. He's got no one in front of him, though. He's on his own at the moment. He goes back to Cavell just to get the attacking players into position. Moreno into Salazar. Gives it back to Moreno. We're staying on this left-hand side. We need to just shift the ball over to the right where all the space is. Carlos has got it, and I think he's following the instruction. He can hear me, I guess. Maybe not. Coreno shifted out to that left-hand side where Cavell is. Carlos has got it. Puts it into Salazar, who hits the Liverpool defender. Come on, ref. He is looking at it. Potential penalty here. 6 minutes on the clock. What's he saying? Oh, I saw penalty. I should have looked at the note first, shouldn't I? Oh, disappointing. Throw in for Liverpool on their right-hand side. Give it into their defence. It's just one-touch passing at the moment. They've got so much space. And Dennis Simon is... Luckily, that's offside because Dennis Simon has just flapped at that ball. He's declined massively since last season. Maybe we need to put Amberg in goal and go with him to start with. But I think that's where a lot of the issues are. We have a free kick here. Palomo gives it to Coreno on that right hand side and then just doesn't control it. Liverpool have the ball again, shifting it through nicely as Reina slides in, wins the ball. Carlos into Evans. Evans just steps back as Cardozo shifts it into Coreno. Coreno should have put it low. We've got a corner though. Can we put it onto Pfeiffer's head? Can we put it onto Salazar's head? It's Cardozo with the ball. In it goes. Back post. Been cleared. And Liverpool come at us on the counter-attack with Bellingham. Moreno slides in. That's a red card. Silly boy. Silly, silly, silly boy. You don't leave your feet. Salazar's going to have to go into defence. Cardozo to there. Reina there. No, we don't want him on that. We want him on a Roman playmaker. And then Cardozo can sit as a central mid on support. I think this is how we're going to have to go now. I mean, 15 minutes on the clock. We got player sent off. If there wasn't that much pressure on us already, this has just manked it up, hasn't it? It's just cranked it up to 10 now. Reece James with a throw-in on the right-hand side. Gives it to Cardozo, who's gone back to him. Coreno shifting it into Evans. He's got only Carlos up front, but Liverpool have got the extra man. And I'm making it count in the moment. They're stretching the play down that right-hand side. They're in the box, into the centre of the box as well, and they take the lead. 35 minutes on the clock. We are being punished. Liverpool 1, Man United 0. No change at half time then. Just going to go to the hour mark and then make a few more changes. I don't want to shift too many things up as we are the extra man down. Or the extra man down doesn't really make any sense, does it? It's Palomo's got the ball on the right hand side. Gives it back to Dennis Simon. Salazar gives it to Cavell on that left hand side. He's got a little bit of space to run into. Doesn't know. Just takes his time. Shifts it out towards the byline. Now gives it to Carlos. Carlos trying to thread it through to Evans. Liverpool have... What have they done there? They sort of held off, and Carlos has managed to get the ball on the left hand side. Cuts into the centre. Cardozo's got an option on the right. Doesn't go with him. On his own, Evans with the shot, and it is always rising. We have a throw-in on the right side. Reece James gives it to Cardozo. Turns, beats his man. Plays it into the centre where Carlos just waits for the ball, and the Liverpool player just steps in and wins it. We've got it back in our defence, so Reece James gives it to Cavell on that left-hand side. We're sitting quite tight at the moment. Now we shift it long, trying to find Evans. He doesn't. Liverpool's defence come away with it, and Carlos has it left-hand side into Cavell. Cavell shifts it forward, trying to find Evans. Again, we're just hitting and hoping now. Hitting and hoping that Evans is going to be where he needs to be, or where they think he's going to be, and he's just not there. Liverpool come away with the ball. Their right-hand side, our left-hand side, shifting it into the centre now, and they've got men over. Bobbles up. I thought they were going to score from that one. Simon's got it, that's why I just sat back. Let's make some subs then. Oh, we won't actually. We've got a corner here. Comes in from Cardozo. It's been cleared by Liverpool. We put it back into the mix. There's a bit of ping pong with the header. Palomo with the ball. And just stops and gives it away. Why has he done that? Liverpool got the ball now left hand side. And there's loads of space for their player. He steps on it, turns around, gives it back just to create a little bit of space, and Reina steps in, wins the ball. Evans. Oh, we're releasing it too quickly. Palomo's got it. Don't make any mistakes, lads. Reece James on the right hand side. Turns. Gives it back to Palomo. Palomo into Salazar. Our players are... I mean, Evans isn't even looking where the play is. Coreno into Evans now. Evans got space. Gets into the box. Come on. Back into this one then. Game on. 1-1. Evans with a powerful strike. Keeper had no chance. It was just straight down his throat. Throw in. Left hand side. Cavell into Salazar. Palomo's on it. Evans is offside at the moment. He needs to stay onside. As again we try to get it to Carlos and we can't. And Liverpool just step onto it. Salazar does what Liverpool have been doing to us. Coreno. First time volley pass into Evans. Didn't work to him there, but we managed to get it back to Coreno on that right hand side. Coreno turns it round, gives it to Cardozo, and James is on the overlap. James gives it to Cardozo. Cardozo with the shot. Oh, only just over. Castro and Mount come on for Carlos and Reina. So Castro's gone on to the left hand side, Mount into the centre. We've got 22 minutes to pick up another goal here really and get the points for us, all 3 points. Being the man down and coming back in this second half has been encouraging. Just need to find that breakthrough now. As Liverpool shift the ball back to their goalkeeper. It's the first time, big hit forward. Cavell's out of position to try and win that header. And Liverpool can punish us here. Luckily, Bellingham's shot is at a decent height for Simon to save. Sesko comes on for Coreno. Evans goes to right midfield. Sesko up front. And Dyson has come on for Reece James. Salazar has gone to right back now. As Evans wins that ball, plays it forward, trying to find Castro. Castro's miles out of position. Liverpool players were offside. That's why he didn't go for the ball. And Simon just dives and clutches the ball. Needs to get an attack of our own going here. He's ushering players to run on. A big kick forward, trying to find Evans. The ball's fallen to Salazar. Salazar runs up into the space, whips it across into Sesko. Sesko's head is just over the bar. We are looking and inviting ourselves to get this second goal. Will it come to us though? Got 5 minutes of time added on. We've encouraged the players. We've gone on the attacking mentality. We're chasing the win here. Can we do it? We've got 3 minutes left. 90 seconds now. Can we do it? I don't think we are. Is a draw enough to keep us, or keep the pressure off? I don't think so. We need to be winning this game. It does add a little bit more pressure onto us. Yes, we're up into 7th, but other teams haven't played because we are the early kickoff. And there we go, 1-1. Once again, we beat a team dominantly in the Champions League and then draw the league game after. Yeah, Liverpool were a little bit better in that game. We did start to come back into it, but yes, it was a little bit too late for us. Maybe we should have brought Sesko on a little bit earlier than we actually did. So we are now up to 7th, 15 points after 11 games. It's a poor return points-wise, though. We looked hard. Yeah, I'd agree with that one. Some of the little mistakes we were making in that match, it was evident to see. So when it comes to next games we come back, then I think we come back for the Bayern Munich game and then the Arsenal game. We'll skip over the Cardiff one. Bayern Munich in the Champions League is quite spicy, and then so is the Arsenal game. But then again, if we lose to Newcastle, Brentford, Leeds, and we end up getting the sack, we will come back earlier than that. But fingers crossed that isn't the case. So if you guys enjoyed that, drop a big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already done so. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.